Sergio Perez is back. After a year away from the Formula One circus, the Mexican driver is returning to the grid in 2026 with the new Cadillac team. And he's not coming back quietly. In a raw and emotional interview on the Cracks podcast, Perez has lifted the lid on his tumultuous time at Red Bull Racing, and what he's revealed has sent shockwaves through the sport. He's spoken with startling honesty about the intense pressure, the toxic environment, and the impossible task of being Max Verstappen's teammate. This is the story of Checo's Red Bull nightmare. The most explosive revelation from the interview is Perez's claim that being Max Verstappen's teammate is the worst job in F1. It's a statement that lays bare the immense psychological toll of competing alongside a driver who is not just a teammate, but the undisputed king of the team. Perez described a no-win situation, a constant battle against a tide that was always pulling in one direction. "If I was faster than Max, it was a problem," he said. "If I was slower than Max, it was a problem, so everything was a problem." This paints a picture of a team culture where any challenge to the established order was seen as a threat, not a strength. Perez also confirmed what many have long suspected. Red Bull is a team built for one man. He recounted his first conversation with team principal Christian Horner, who told him in no uncertain terms, "Look, we're going to race with two cars because we have to race with two cars, but this project has been created for Max. Max is our talent." Perez knew he was walking into a team where he would be the number 2 driver, but the reality of that situation seems to have been even more brutal than he could have imagined. It wasn't just about playing a supporting role, it was about being a secondary character in a story that was always about someone else. The interview also touched on the internal dynamics at Red Bull, with Perez hinting at a team that was not as harmonious as its on-track success might suggest. "We had the team to dominate the sport for the next 10 years, I think," he said, "and unfortunately, it all ended." He spoke of how everything was destroyed, a cryptic but powerful statement that suggests a team that was imploding from within. It's a tantalizing glimpse behind the curtain of a team that has been the benchmark in Formula One for the past few years. Looking back at his 4 seasons with Red Bull, Perez's record is a mixed bag. He had moments of brilliance, like his 2 victories in 2022, including a memorable win in the streets of Monaco. He finished as the runner-up in the 2023 championship, a respectable result, but one that was overshadowed by Verstappen's record-breaking dominance. But there were also long periods of struggle, where he seemed to be a shadow of the driver who had earned his place at a top team. His final season in 2024 was a particular low point with only 4 podium finishes, a performance that ultimately cost him his seat. Perez also offered a fascinating insight into the mind of his former teammate. He described Verstappen as mentally strong, with tremendous confidence in himself, but also pointed out a potential chink in his armour. "I think the downside is his character. When things go against him, he struggles a lot to deal with it." It's a rare and revealing glimpse into the psyche of a champion, a reminder that even the most dominant athletes have their vulnerabilities. Despite the obvious pain and frustration of his Red Bull experience, Perez seems to have found a sense of peace. "When what happened at Red Bull happened, obviously I felt sad, but deep down I knew it was the best thing that could have happened to me," he admitted. He feels he gave his all to the team, and that they, in turn, gave everything to him. It's a mature and reflective perspective that shows he is ready to move on and embrace the next chapter of his career, and what a chapter it promises to be. His return to Formula One with Cadillac is a story of redemption. He will be the team leader, the experienced hand guiding a new project. He will have the chance to build a team around him, to create a culture of support and collaboration that he so clearly craved at Red Bull. It's a massive challenge, but it's also a massive opportunity. If he can turn Cadillac into a competitive force, it will be the ultimate vindication of his talent and his resilience. The story of Sergio Perez is a reminder that Formula One is not just about fast cars and daring overtakes. It's a human drama, a story of ambition, pressure, and politics. It's a story of a driver who dared to challenge the established order and paid the price. And it's a story that is far from over. The 2026 season will be a new beginning for Checo, a chance to write his own ending. and we'll be watching every step of the way. Let's delve deeper into the psychological aspect of Perez's experience. Imagine being a world-class athlete, a driver who has dedicated his entire life to reaching the pinnacle of motorsport, only to be told that you are, in essence, a supporting actor. The mental fortitude required to accept that role, to swallow your own ambition for the good of the team, is immense. And yet, Perez did it for 4 seasons. He played the team game, he supported Verstappen, and he helped Red Bull to win multiple championships. But at what cost? The interview suggests that the cost was high. The constant pressure, the feeling of being undervalued, the sense that his own successes were a source of tension rather than celebration. It all took a toll. It's a testament to his resilience that he was able to perform at all under such circumstances. Many other drivers would have crumbled. This also raises a broader question about the nature of Formula One. Is it a team sport or an individual sport? The answer, of course, is that it's both, but the balance between the two is a delicate one. When a team becomes too focused on one driver, it can create a toxic environment that is ultimately detrimental to the team as a whole. Red Bull's success with Verstappen is undeniable, but Perez's comments suggest that it may have come at the expense of a healthy and sustainable team culture. The timing of this interview is also crucial. With the new regulations coming in 2026, the playing field is about to be reset. No one knows which teams will be at the front of the grid. This is a huge opportunity for a team like Cadillac to make its mark, and with a driver like Perez at the helm, they have a real chance to do so. He is a proven race winner, a driver with a wealth of experience, and a man with a point to prove. He will be more motivated than ever to show the world what he is capable of. And what of Red Bull? They have a new young driver in Isack Hadjar, another prodigious talent from their junior program. But will he be content to play the role of the number 2 driver? Or will he challenge Verstappen for supremacy within the team? The dynamic between those 2 drivers will be one of the most fascinating storylines of the 2026 season. And with the other top teams all boasting strong driver lineups, Red Bull can ill afford any internal conflict. In the end, the story of Sergio Perez and Red Bull is a cautionary tale. It's a story about the dangers of putting all your eggs in one basket. It's a story about the importance of team culture and mutual respect. And it's a story about the enduring power of the human spirit. Sergio Perez may have been knocked down, but he is not out. He is back, he is hungry, and he is ready to write the next chapter of his incredible career. The 2026 season can't come soon enough.